What's up, everybody? It's Stacy and I'm back again with another cooking video. This one's one of my favorites. It's super easy to cook. Everybody seems to love it, and I'm gonna go through the steps with you on this bacon teriyaki smash burgers. Alright, what you're gonna need for this, of course, is some ground beef. You can use chuck too. I'm going with 73% lean, 27% fat. Got some applewood bacon here. Some teriyaki sauce of your choice, some cheese, a couple farm fresh eggs. Of course, you can use regular eggs and onions if you like onions on your burger, which I do. Let's get it cracking, baby. First thing you want to do is get your meat ready. We're gonna prep it. This is a concoction that I came up with. There's a million different ways to do smash burgers, just like there's a million different ways to cook anything. This is a recipe that I just kind of came up with on my own, just experiment with. Everybody seems to like it, so I've learned just stick with what you know works. Here we go. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this hamburger meat open. And we're gonna put it in our bowl. I bought this fresh last night, so it's never frozen. Just some fresh burger. Go ahead and break it all up there. Next, we're gonna add some of our seasoning. Now this is kind of just personal preference. What I like is, of course, my rib rack, spice rub, Cajun seasoning mix. I just love the flavor. You can use any Cajun seasoning, just whatever you prefer. Some black pepper, of course black pepper, and some garlic salt, and a little bit of chipotle spice. First I'm going to add some garlic salt. I'm not putting regular salt in here just because I like the flavor of the garlic. I don't really measure anything. I just kind of season it to taste, you know, just a dash here, a dash there. Next, we're going to add some black pepper. You can be as liberal with this as you want. Just how much spice do you like in your burger? Mix it all around. Add a little bit more in there. Mix it up real good. Now I'm gonna add my Cajun rub, and I put this on pretty heavy because I love the flavor of it. Mix it on around there. Last but not least, I'm just gonna add a little bit of chipotle. This is a strong seasoning, so I don't put a whole lot in it. Just a couple of shakes, and then spin it around. Get it in there good. Next, I've got 3 eggs that I'm gonna add to it. The eggs just really give it a good texture, thicken it up. Plus, I just really like them. I've always used eggs in my hamburger before there was such a thing as smash burgers, just because it holds the hamburger together really well. And I never really like using breadcrumbs, so that's why I always go with an egg. You don't have to use 3, you can use 2 or however many you want. So next we're gonna add one of the main ingredients, and that is the teriyaki sauce. Now normally I would be using my Yoshida sauce. This stuff is amazing. I love it on steaks, chicken, pretty much anything. It just has such a good teriyaki flavor. But last night when I was at the grocery store looking for more, I ran across a hometown favorite, Red Bone Alley teriyaki sauce. Now if you've ever been to Florence, South Carolina, or driven through it, or stopped to eat, you know about Red Bone Alley. It's one of the best restaurants in town. It's been there for over 30 years. They have some of the best shrimp and grits I've ever had in my life. So because of that, and it's my hometown, we're gonna go with the Red Bone Teriyaki tonight. We're gonna go ahead and pour this on. Teriyaki can tend to be pretty strong flavor. So, you know, you don't want to overpower the flavor, and you don't have to use sauce, but they won't be teriyaki burgers if you don't. They'll just be regular smash burgers. And I just like the flavor. Get it good and mixed up. Make sure before you add it, after you add the eggs, that you mix it for a while. Let that meat really soak it in. You don't want it being slimy and runny. Add a little bit more here. That's about a quarter of the bottle that I've added to it. And just mix it up real good. Real easy meal prep. Not a lot goes into it. This is a fast, quick meal. So the last thing we want to do in our meal prep is make up the burger balls, as I like to call them. Once you got your burger all good and mixed up with the seasoning and the spices, just start balling them up to the exact size that you want them. I don't like them too big. I like my smash burgers to be thin and flat, and then stack them 2-3 high on a burger. So about something like that size is about good. Just drop it in the pan. Roll that one up a little bit better. All done. So that's it for the meal prep. Took about 10 minutes. Real simple, easy recipe, and it's gonna have some great flavor. Now let's get to grilling. All right guys, now that our meal prep's done, I've gone ahead and put some bacon on the griddle over here. The bacon's for two things. It's gonna keep your griddle seasoned, and it tastes excellent because it's bacon. While the bacon's cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and saute some yellow onion here on the side for later for our burger. I just slice them whole, usually about a whole onion, and then you want to mix them around with some extra virgin olive oil. Roll them up, mix them around. Talk about something that smells good. Now that my bacon's done, I'm going to go ahead and pull it off the griddle. Still letting the onions saute a little bit longer. I like them done a little bit more than that. Turning the heat down on the side the bacon's on before we put the smash burgers on and get to smashing. Alright, now that the onions and the bacon's done and off the griddle, it's time to get down to business. We're going to throw our smash burgers on now. Usually, I like to use parchment paper for the smash so that they don't stick to the burgers, but I don't have any, so I'm going to be spraying the smasher with extra virgin olive oil. Let's go ahead and get those burgers on. I've turned the heat down to low after I took the bacon off and then eased it back up to medium, because if you leave it on high, they're going to cook and burn really fast. Just go ahead and lay those out. They're not going to be a real pretty burger, but that doesn't matter. I like to let them sizzle for a minute. Let's spray my smasher down here. smashing. Like I said before, I like them really good and thin. Alright, about the time you get them all pressed down, you can go back and start flipping them. It does not take long. Just let them cook a minute or so more on that side. Now you want to start adding your cheese. And there's the puppies are about ready to come off. As soon as that cheese gets melted where you want it. Everybody here likes cheese on their burger, so I'm going to cheese them all up until I run out of cheese. Alright, now that the cheese is all melted, let's go ahead and take them off. The burger's going to be pretty greasy from the bacon grease. So I like to put them on a rack like this. I don't know what this rack's really for. I'm guessing it's a cooling rack for cookies. And put a tray up under it, but it does really good at drying the burgers back out. Not too much, but so they're not so greasy. Alright, now our burgers are done. It's time to make these babies up and get to eating. You can use any condiments that you like. I'm going to stick with a little bit of Duke's mayonnaise because it is the only mayonnaise. Go ahead and put a patty down there. Get another little one here. A little bit of ketchup. Mustard on the top piece of the bun. And we're going to take our onions, drop those babies on there. Go ahead and break up our bacon, put it on, and flatten that baby out. Like that. So good. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, a real easy meal to make. Teriyaki smash burgers with some bacon and onion on top. Takes about 30 minutes from start to finish, and your family is going to love it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, subscribe to us, follow us on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. Give us a thumbs up. We'll see you next time. Love you guys. Later.